And we are about to get underway. Freshman Nyla Harris going to jump it up. You see Ole Miss wearing their blue uniforms. Here's Haley Van Lith right away. Mikasa Robinson really has taken off since being inserted into the starting lineup for the Cardinals. Olivia Cochran left it a little bit short. Rebound taken down by Singleton as we take a look at our Capital One starting lineups for Ole Miss, a team that won 11 games in the SEC. And right away, Singleton with the shot.
Singleton was 0 from the three-point line in the first two NCAA tournament games. Steps up and knocks that one down with confidence.
And that's that new starting lineup that Jeff Walz went to after they lost back-to-back games, including one against Wake Forest. And they have taken off since then, 10-3 with that starting lineup. The only losses to Notre Dame and then to Virginia Tech in the ACC tournament. Jeff Walz taking his team to its 14th NCAA appearance, 12th, Sweet 16, 6th straight, pardon me. They had never been to a Sweet 16 until he took over. CC Carr, the Syracuse transfer with the miss. This is a very confident Ole Miss team. Mikasa Robinson coming up with the rebound. She has led the team in rebounding, assists, and steals since being inserted into the starting lineup. She's frustrated that a foul wasn't called. And we heard from her in the open, Yolette McPhee-McEwen. 5th year in charge, 10th year overall. It was 5 years at Jacksonville where they had 3 straight 20-win seasons. Took them to an NCAA appearance. And really doing wonderful things with this Ole Miss squad. And that's a 5-second violation. They hang their hat on defense.
They do. They have those shirts. We defend. And teams are only scoring an average of 48.5 a game.
And they made Stanford. I didn't even see Stanford get into its offense. They were that dominant, winning at Maples. Maya Taylor with the miss, but a chance at the free throw line coming up for the Rebels.
Of the opponents that they played in the first and second rounds of this NCAA tournament, and what Ole Miss was able to do to them on the defensive end of the floor. And what did Ole Miss do? They held them to 1 for 17.
Absolutely remarkable. Nakeisha Davis at the free throw line. Van Lith. She is going to be very closely guarded. She'll be in for a tough night. Wanted the ball back. Carr got it to her.
But steps up with confidence and knocks that one down.
She always seems, though, to hit the big ones, doesn't she? Playing with really a little pep in her step in her home state of Washington. Nice spin and the finish for Davis, who is an Arkansas transfer. Kristlyn Carr with the miss. Ole Miss quickly down 4. And that's buried by Baker. Baker with 13 points in that win against Stanford. Rebs out to a quick start. Cochran all the way to the basket. Jeff Walz going to go to his bench at the next whistle. Van Lith comes up with the rebound. Looking for someone to pass to and decided she was the best option. Mikasa Robinson, one of the best perimeter defenders in the country, out there on salary. Now, with the rebound, she gets bumped on the way up the court.
It was a mass substitution by Yolette McPhee. And she was not liking what she saw.
It was almost like a hockey line change.
It was.
Coming in, you see Russell and Morgan Jones for the first time for Louisville. Jones, the Florida State transfer, tough one, and scooped it in.
And it's really important for Morgan Jones to get going.
Two-time All-ACC performer when she played for the Noles. Cochran bit on the fake, but then got some help. Three-pointer off the back rim, chased down by Jones. Just some of that athleticism for the junior. And looks up to her family and blows them a kiss.
There is no substitute for the emotion of a moment. And right away, Haley Van Lith is feeling it.
The 7-0 run, Louisville with its first lead. It doesn't last long. Davis has 6. Great pace so far. Russell with the 3. The junior from Ottawa. Taylor found the lane. Cochran. Jones had it stripped away on her way to the basket, and then Cochran goes to the free throw line. Madison Scott committed a foul before we hit that timeout. Cochran gets onto the score sheet and then goes out in favor of Liz Dixon. A nice luxury for head coach Jeff Walls to have those two and interchange them. Shot over Dixon, left a little bit short. Well, Marissa Russell faked and landed up on the floor. Now Russell playing hard, good look, nice assist for Van Lith.
Got back into play, got the rebound.
Good ball movement. And terrific fakes as well, but Louisville coming away with it. Morgan Jones, length of the court. Her turn to get fouled for Ole Miss. Coachable she is, nice kid. It's a 6-0 Louisville run. And now pressure. Van Lith with the reach in. And then the block by Dixon. Stands her ground. And that's a travel. Inside a minute to go in the first quarter. Van Lith picked up her dribble. Van Lith combining with Jones to wreak havoc, and then CC Carr missed the layup. Well, it was missed layups that did in Stanford when they played Ole Miss in the second round.
Ole Miss just speeds you up. You know, they get after it. They rotate quickly. As Davis gets another 2, they force you to play a little bit faster than you want to.
Dixon from Jones.
Now Morgan Jones early in this ball game has been a big lift off the bench. Her energy level, her ability to attack the rim.
4 rebounds. 4 points and 3 rebounds, and we just saw that assist. Waning seconds of the first quarter. Louisville shooting 47% from the floor, hitting 6 of their last 8. Ole Miss just 2 points in the last 3 minutes and 42 seconds of the first quarter. 20 points, the most they've allowed in any quarter this tournament, which tells you how good their defense has been.
We heard Coach O talking about her team's defense and said they're not playing any right now. They have held all but 3 teams well under their average throughout the season.
Remember, Stanford got 20 in the first half,
yes.
Right? Whereas Louisville just got 20 in the first quarter. Jones, you're right. She has been a big lift for them tonight.
She sure has.
Have missed everything. Carr has yet to score. Averages over 11 points a game, second only to Van Lith. Dixon nails it.
Now, there was a period of time where Liz Dixon was in the starting lineup.
That shot finally falling. It's on SEC All-Freshman a couple of years ago. Robinson, nothing doing. Rebound Davis. And a good fake. And the finish.
Well, Holly mentioned it when she was talking to Coach O. Davis has been exceptional early.
And Lip And very quickly, Angel Baker with the finish. 6-0 Ole Miss run. Shot clock winding down. They're not going to get a shot off. In fact, a steal. Taylor challenging Carr. 8-0 run. Cochran almost got it taken away. Carr, her first points. Pick up in the portal from Syracuse. Taylor, her answer. Ole Miss on a nice 11-3 run. Marquisha Davis with 10 of their points. Haley Van Lith with a quick start. 7 points in the first quarter for the Washington native. And Ole Miss now with a chance to take the lead. And they do just that thanks to Maya Taylor with her second three of the night. 13-12 was the last time they led in this game. Louisville has gone cold.
Maya Taylor averages 6 points on the year, known for her assists and her steals, is stepping up for the Rebels offensively.
There's a three for Van Lith. A little bit of daylight, quickly closes up. Shot clock violation. And the second three of the game. Pretty clean game so far. Each team just 3 turnovers each. Morgan Jones back in the game, gave him a lift and continues to do so.
And Jeff Walls continues to call that same play where he's getting Morgan Jones the ball, coming off of that handoff on the elbow.
In the first half, nobody stepped in to guard Taylor. Got the offensive rebound. A lot of jump shots here for Ole Miss.
We talked to Jeff Walls because Louisville's a team that in the past has been really known for defense. They struggled in that area most of the year, but have turned it up. He said it's scouting report defense. We've been much more at a high level of attention to detail, executing a game plan. And that's what this game plan is. Force Ole Miss to take contested jump shots, and Olivia Cochran going to work down low.
That was a tough shot for her first field goal. Gets the lead up to 5. Shot clock is off now for the Rebels. 3.5 minutes without a single point. Missed their last 4 shots from the floor. Davis, great defense. Van Lith with the tie-up. Jones with the heave. Louisville scored the last 7 points of that quarter. They have a 5-point advantage.
They dropped off with that intensity. They need more intensity right now if you're an Ole Miss fan to see if they can turn it up here in the second half.
Well, that's the thing. Defense travels, and it certainly is an opportunity for Ole Miss to get back to that. Now, part of that, I feel like, is Maddie Scott was on the bench with those 2 fouls, and she really is a leader on this team. She can set the tone. She can alter shots on the interior. She's versatile. She can play multiple positions defensively. And you see she can be the head of the snake in this press.
And Madison Scott did not score at all in the first half. Second team All-SEC and also on the All-Defensive squad this season. Ole Miss off to a great start.
She decided she was going to move on, and Katrina said, you know, she's better than us. She needs to play at a higher level.
Terrific cut and a good find. Robinson to Van Lith. Maya Taylor, top 10 in Mississippi State history in assists overall, assists per game, and steals. Van Lith creeps in to get the rebound.
Creeps in. She was skying in, Pam.
Carr, frustrated. And Scott. Here's Baker. Talented drill, spin move over Van Lith for the pretty bucket.
Well, that looks a little bit like Allen Iverson to me, and that's because she grew up watching his videos. She also loved Kyrie, and when we said, you're too young to watch Allen Iverson, she said, no, I had older brothers who turned me on to him. Her brothers, they would play out in the yard. Her brothers taught her how to do a couple of tricks. So shout out to Anthony, Javon, and Timothy for teaching her a little Allen Iverson.
That's a terrific find. The bucket doesn't go in, but a chance to shoot free throws for Davis. Sunday, April 2nd on ABC with the championship game in Dallas. You'll be down there doing some work.
I will be.
Your other job. Your fancy job.
Uh-huh.
New head coach of the Connecticut Sun. Ben Rosati, team president.
Yes. Talk about great point guards. Jen Rosati, one of the best to ever play the game.
Yeah, Rebecca Lobo can vouch for that. And on that first championship team in 95 for UConn.
You think there were a few assists that went to Lobo?
There are a lot of people here, and we're, a lot of Iowa fans, but those seats have been filled in for those who decided to maybe go celebrate and watch ESPN. Robinson saved it in over her head. Mikasa Robinson. That kind of is a microcosm of the kind of player she is.
It really is. I mean, makes all the hustle plays, does all the little things, all the gritty work, and see her slip a little bit right there on the cheerleader sign, averaging a little over 8 points a game, almost 7 rebounds and over 6 assists, is always known for the little things. And you see those numbers in these last 13 games. You don't feel like this senior has a sense of urgency, understands this moment.
Doesn't score a lot of points, but gives you so much more, as you mentioned. And Jeff Wallace says that she is absolutely a coach's dream, had considered transferring out after her sophomore year, but decided to stay and said it was the best decision of her life. Dixon thought she had a block.
I think the officials are calling that left arm that's on the hip of Taylor as she's driving to the rim.
Taylor might have willed that one in with her body language. Astonishing win at Naples. Maybe astonishing to everybody but the Ole Miss players and tight-knit community.
It was interesting listening to Yolette McEwen talking about preparing for that moment.
Robinson floater. She got the friendly roll. Got Jones up in the air, then Robinson tried to block from behind. Put up 20 points against her old team this year.
I mean, she's a player who, she averages a little over 10 points a game. Shoots at about 45% from the floor, but again, you look at the pieces that Ole Miss has, and you're seeing them start to come together.
And lift. Guarded by Collins, inside to Cochran for the finish. Taylor all the way through the lane, shot clock winding down. They need a shot, they get one. Timeout in Seattle. Ole Miss down 5. And she certainly has a great personality again off the court, but talked about how she's a beast in the huddle and can turn it off and on. And is in the family business of basketball. Van Lith gets fouled on her way.
When one of the guys said, hey, your daughter's a pretty good ball player, he started coaching her.
There's a buzz over on the court. He went over and looked at her and said, okay, that's it, I'm all in. And again, what a job she has done at Ole Miss. Van Lith, 1 of 2 from the line on that trip. Just to remind you that 3 years ago, this team won 7 games all year. Jones chases down the Scott miss. Perfect pass from Russell. Alley-oopish Tight pass from Robinson. Count it.
Well, Madison Scott told us yesterday that we are a reflection of Coach Cho. She's tough and never gives up, and we don't either. You saw that tough finish there for Madison Scott. They are still in this thing, and they are fighting so hard. They are a true reflection of their coach on the sideline. As you see Coach Yo stomping around, being tough right now.
All right, Scott taking a chance on this program.
She's playing defense over there.
Yeah.
She's not just stomping her foot. She's got wide hands, active feet.
1 minute to go now in the third. Jones over to Cochran. A timeout called by Jeff Walls to lead her team in scoring. Robinson with the inbound. Grabbed by Jones. Attacks the basket. And the officials get together and decide it's a block. Count the bucket.
Yeah, this is a good call. You can see it from that angle. Maddie Scott's continuing to slide left as Morgan Jones has left the floor. That's where we get the benefit of the replay.
Yeah, that's a tough call. 3-point play for Jones. He'll call to make. Correct call that time.
Yeah, those block charges are so difficult.
Jumper. Nothing but net for Collins. Starter last year, now coming off the bench for the Rebels. Melissa Russell, big three!
Marissa Russell has had her moments this year with Louisville, and she's somebody who has come in off the bench and who has been solid, giving them production on both ends.
Played several games with the Canadian senior national team. Largest lead of the night. It's a 10-point advantage. Can Ole Miss get the final points of the quarter? Robinson lets it go out of bounds. Turn things up for this program. They had never been to a Sweet 16 before he came along, and now they're trying to get back into the Elite Eight. Went to the Final Four last year where they lost to eventual national champion South Carolina.
And that was what Jeff Walls had talked about when he made his lineup change back at the end of January. You weren't getting enough production from the bench. Morgan Jones was in the starting lineup. CeCe Carr was in the starting lineup. Now he brings them off he brings CeCe Carr back into the starting lineup, but brings some players off the bench that can give him a punch.
And Morgan Jones certainly has done that. Davis had 12 points in the upset at Stanford last weekend. Boy, 0 for 2 from the line.
Yeah, these are missed opportunities for Ole Miss. And some easy looks from the free throw line. You want to cut into this double-digit lead.
Robinson, fancy fake, and she knocks it home.
Force Louisville to continue to defend you without fouling. That's a tough shot by Collins.
Hit it over Robinson. Knocked away.
But you know what? That's what makes a player like Haley Vinley special, is that edge, right? That competitive passion.
Louisville offense hitting 5 threes. Just under their season average.
See the most allowed by Ole Miss in the tournament.
Yeah, the first two, 3 for 24, and you mentioned in particular what they did in their first round win. It's Gonzaga. Team known for being one of the best in the country from long range.
Liz Dixon has the mismatch. She was calling for it. She's still got it. See if they can recognize it.
Carr's not looking that way. Now they got to look to shoot. And Lip still scoreless in the fourth. Nice step through in the finish. Plus 10 overall. Van Lip still shooting, but has not scored in this quarter. Now 0 for 5. So what a treat for the whole family to come up over the mountains and CHVL play. And right now, it looks like they're going to get to see her again on Sunday. Bonus basketball at home. Nice finish for Davis.
I would anticipate Ole Miss, yes, coming with the pressure after made shots. See if they can turn Louisville over, string a couple of stops together. Now, Louisville's been a little stagnant offensively. They've been trying to work the clock, but at the expense of their aggressiveness.
They've only scored 4 points in this quarter.
You got to find the balance of staying aggressive and taking what the defense gives you while still working that clock. That's one right there.
There you go, Van Lith. First points of the fourth quarter. Free ball goes in. Angel Baker gets the lead to just 7. With time left.
Gotta get it across.
Yeah, especially with this pressure that you mentioned that the Rebels bring. Morgan Jones is going to come back in for Louisville, but that's a flat-out steal. Taylor took it away from Van Lith. Goes by her for the bucket. It's a 5-point game.
It can turn in a hurry with this pressure. Well, Ole Miss has the ability when they make their shots to set this press, to get aggressive, to force you to play fast, to turn you over. That's a big shot by Haley Van Lith. And we talk about her wanting to step up in those big moments.
Cochran with the foul on the other end. An opportunity now to go to the free throw line. Got her degree from Mississippi State. 3-year starter. Talked about some of the conference losses they went through, some tough games in the SEC, preparing them for the NCAA tournament. Robinson streaks over midcourt. Cochran able to beat a couple of defenders and draw the foul. Cochran at the free throw line. Russell coming back in for Louisville. Davis working on Russell, who just came in. And Robinson stuck a hand in.
And you see this, Louisville does this too, though. They're going to start in the zone. When the ball comes in, they'll go to man-to-man. It's like they try to keep you off balance. And you can do that when you have a small lineup on the floor.
Shot clock dying, and the bucket buried by Davis.
Davis has been terrific.
And Louisville continues to attack.
Gets a chance for the and one, and then you see the shoulder shrug. We've seen that a few times over the last couple of weeks.
Robinson wants to go into coaching. It's one of her options. Come back and be a GA next year. So competitive. It's a Louisville team that wasn't ranked for the first time in years going into the tournament.
And they found it right before the ACC tournament.
SportsCenter is coming up next. Also talk about Steph Houston and Alabama going out today on the men's side. Robinson with the finish. She was shut out in the first half, and now she's got 11. Her career high is 14th. The heart and the soul of this Louisville team. And in her final collegiate season. On a boat. What a year this has been for Ole Miss. Here's the pressure with the made free throws. Russell helps to get it over, and now they're going to use the clock.
Coach O is telling him to foul. Too much time is running off the clock.
And what a tournament it has been. Ole Miss pulling off one of the biggest upsets.
Well, what Coach O has been able to do with this program, getting them to believe.
Colorado with a terrific season. That's a drive by Taylor. 2 more games coming out of this building east of Seattle. Because if you go west, you'd be in the water. So east of Seattle. A lot of those number 10 jerseys.
Yes, there are.
Wenatchee.
A lot of them in this arena. And they've come together at the right time. And he told Holly he's so proud of this team and the way that they're executing. But he has done an outstanding job with this group this year.
He certainly has. So many questions coming in. They lost so much last year, including Emily Engsler, Kelsey Hall, and the emotion from Haley Van Lith taking it in, knowing that she's won a ball game in Washington. Van Lith and the Cardinals just 1 win away from heading back to the Final Four for the 2nd straight season as they hold off a tenacious